Hey YouTube, Dawson Rider here with a review of the Arm Chain Series Figures 05 Kamen Riders Zangetsu. So let's go ahead and do the most exciting part first and go over the box. Pretty much you've come to expect. This is obviously where the figure was. You can see Zangetsu Melon Arms there. This is like their action pose. They have them just sitting there generically and they add lasers at the top. And then just on the bottom here you get a show image of them, which looks pretty cool. On the top here it shows how it works. And I believe right here this is a show image, yep. And then on the back it shows how you can mix and match it. That's what Melon Arms looks like, which is pretty awesome. And then it shows some mixing and matching the other ones in the series so far, or at least so far to this release. So yeah, you pretty much know what to expect if you've seen these reviews before. You get the figure here, which is just naked right now, and then you get a couple weapons depending on what your guy's got. He gets a Muso Saber just like Gaim did. Which is actually not that badly done. I mean, it's better than most Bandai of America individual weapons. You got the fairly accurate sort of navy blue color here, gold paint here, silver here, looks pretty good. He's got his shield-like weapon here, which also isn't terribly painted at all. And then obviously you've got, this is the Melon Arms here, which is in fact very similar to the Orange Arms, given their sort of similar, you know, jingles and whatnot. But yeah, there is obviously some slight mold differences, but they're fairly similar. So yeah, here's the figure. Naked Zangetsu. He looks like sort of a white Power Ranger, just sitting here like this. But, wow, he just face planted. Anyway, or back face planted? Anyway, but yeah, so I'm going to go over the articulation in this. I don't know why I decided to zoom in. Anyway, because it's easier without the armor. So pretty much standard, you get a hinge joint here. You can get some pretty decent range of motion all around and whatnot, a little bit in and out. Some swiveling here at his arm. You've got a single elbow joint here. He's got those, well, he's got rotating fists first before I'm saying anything else, but he's got those sort of classic Shochaku Henshin armor trans features here where he's got articulated fingers in sections of 2, which is cool. He can rotate here at the waist. His leg here is also on a hinge joint, so you can get a pretty solid range of movement, back and forth a little bit, in and out. So pretty solid. Single joint here for swiveling. This kind of breaks the design here. And then you've got a nice little ball joint here on his foot, so you can sort of get some different poses. And then he's obviously got the single knee joint. And his head's on a pretty solid little ball joint here, so you can actually get some pretty good range of movement for looking around and then doing creepy stuff. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And then you've got not really a lot of detail going on here without it, but pretty much what you need. It's not very badly done. Driver's pretty basic, but still. This is the little holster that you can put the Muso Saber on. I tend to have his in hand since usually he's carrying it around. You know, Zangetsu, we got to see very little. I mean, obviously, we still got a lot of show left, so I'm not sure what they're going to do, but we're at Zangetsu Shin now, and I might have put this in the wrong way, and he's got, you know, Zangetsu Shin, and is he ever going to use Zangetsu again? I don't know. Because we saw Zangetsu very little. He just kind of would randomly appear, and just, yeah, I don't know. He got for the amount of promotion he got amongst the other riders, he appeared the least, at least in this form. Anyhow, enough babbling. Let's go ahead and put it on. You pretty much know the drill here if you've already been to one of these reviews. Snap it on top. It does have the helmet, which is out of it when you get it, but you can snap it on the inside. So just slide it onto here. Make sure you line it up right. And the head might even come off. And snap it onto the 4 pegs here. And then, let me make sure. There we go. And then you just essentially kind of start folding it down. Here are the shoulder pads. Here is the chest chest piece. And then this folds down. And you have Zangetsu Melon Arms, looking pretty cool. Now I'll zoom in a little bit just to show them. See, it really doesn't hinder articulation all that much. I mean, these flaps might move up depending on what you do. But other than that, it will remain largely the same. And he's looking pretty good, in my opinion. I still think my favorite, it's funny because Ryugen's not my favorite design, but I think my favorite figure might be Ryugen. But this guy still looks pretty good, I think. He's a pretty solid figure. And as I've said before in these reviews, I really dig this line. I love the way that they made the whole arms folding down on them thing a toy, and I think that's really cool, especially when you can do mixing and matching. You can give him the sword here like so. And then obviously he's got his shield, which has got a handle on it. So he can be ready to be, you know, exploring Helheim or Helheim and, you know, attacking Gaim and scaring everybody, you know, doing his Takatora stuff. So yeah, there he is. I'm going to show physically one mix match, which is I'm going to put Melon Arms on Gaim and Orange Arms on him. And then I'm going to be doing the slideshow thing again, at least for the next few reviews of these. So, but I'm not going to be showing it from every angle. I'll just do one picture, as a couple people suggested. Okay, so that should be pretty easy. I also have a link to the site that shows all the various combinations, but I feel like there's a lot of people that want to see it in some form in the review since you're here. So I'm going to continue the sort of slideshow format I instituted in my last few Arm Exchange reviews. No music though, sorry. Damn it, Zangetsu, you're drunk. Okay, so since Gaim's already naked and ready, let's go ahead and put this on him. I'm not going to bother refolding up Melon to put on him. It just seems a little silly. But there you have Gaim Melon Arms. He just kind of looks like Gaim from an alternate dimension, in which he's got melon arms. Since he's holding his sword, that's what she said, sort of in this other hand, I'll just give him the shield like this. He's having a hard time holding it even. It's like that episode where Noah had a hard time holding Jake's axe. That wasn't a euphemism for anything. Anyway, so now let's go ahead and put Orange on him. And then, you know, just typical, fold it down. You can sort of see the similarities in the molds now. And this back piece is really holding onto the helmet. And there you've got Zangetsu Orange Arms. Not the most spectacular changes, but some sort of neat stuff going on. This guy kind of looks like Candy Corn now. He's the Candy Corn writer. But yeah, it's really neat, especially the more figures we're getting now. We've got a ton more combinations to do, and it's really fun just to mix and match to see what the various combinations were. And who knows what we'll get in the show. We got Gaim Banana Arms in the show, so we might even see a fair amount of these. You never know. We still have got a lot of Gaim left, which is great. So now I'm just going to cut away and do a quick slideshow at the other possible combinations with Zangetsu and the other writers. So yeah, that was that. That was a bunch of different combinations. Like I said, it's a lot of fun to mess around with them. So overall, I can recommend this figure. I think it's a really fun figure. These are a little bit more cost-effective than figure arts. We don't know what kind of release Zangetsu is going to be, but in general, they tend to be. And they are just a little more fun. Like I said, a lot of combinations. It's just a lot more fun if you want playability, I guess, in terms of what you're looking for. But if you watched any of my other reviews, you know, I really dig this line and think it's a lot of fun. And I think Zangetsu is a great addition, especially if you already have at least a couple of the other figures. It will definitely add a lot more for you to do with them. So anyway, I think that's about it. Until my next review, make sure you check out WritersRangersRambles.com. Until next time, it's Dawson Ryder, signing out.